Thank you very much for joining us. We'll be looking at the Ministers of Information's response to the Lagos Endsar's panel's report. He has described it as an unverified fake news using all sorts of grammars to describe him. However, we would hear his voice. It's a bit lengthy, but we won't listen to it all. But let's listen to a few things from what he said. Then we'll come back to discuss, this particular matter. Remember that it was denied that nobody was killed, and he still insists that if people were killed, where are the families of those who are killed? Where are these? There are several questions that he raised. And so let's just hear what the minister has to say in addressing the press.
That never in the history of any judicial panel in this country has his report been riddled with so many errors, inconsistencies, discrepancies, speculations, innuendos, omissions, and conclusions that are not supported by evidence. What is currently circulating in public space is simply a rehash of the unverified fake news that has been playing on social media since the incident of October 20th, 2020. It is simply incredible that the judicial panel set up to investigate an incident has submitted a report laden with allegations, the same allegations it was set up to investigate in the first instance. Instead of sitting for all of 1 year, the panel could have just compiled social media tales by the moonlight on the incident and submitted, saving taxpayers' funds and everyone's time. That report is nothing but the triumph of fake news and intimidation of a silent majority by a vociferous lynch mob. Gentlemen, we have read some critical analysis of the report by a courageous few. One commentator, a lawyer, said the report raised more questions than answers. Another commentator, a journalist, called it a disgraceful report by a disgraceful panel, saying it reported allegations instead of investigating the allegations. Yet another wondered how a judicial panel could use the words massacre in context and equate such to a massacre. All these and many more have raised right questions on that report. We salute their courage and refusal to be cowed by the rapidly lit mob that has been screaming blue murder since the report was released. We do not intend to bore you by rehashing details of the discrepancies, innuendos, inconsistencies, and errors in that report. They are already in the public space. Let us, however, point out some key highlights of such discrepancies, errors, omissions, etc. 1. The report threw away the testimony of ballistic experts who testified before it. The experts said inter alia in their testimony, and I quote, "The team finds that from the medical and data examined, including the timeline of arrival at medical facility and the nature of the injuries sustained by the victims who were taken to the 5 medical facilities, that no military-grade live ammunition, high velocity was fired at the protesters at Lekki toll gate on 20th October 2020 within the time frame of reference 1830 to 2034 hours. I wish to repeat. The team finds that from the medical data examined, including the time of arrival at medical facility and the nature of the injuries sustained by the victims, who were taken to the 5 medical facilities, that no military-grade live ammunition, high velocity in bracket, was fired at the protesters at the Lekki toll gate on 20th October 2020, within the time frame of reference, which is 1830 to 2034 hours. The report continued that the GSW gunshot wounds, injuries, fall in number between 1905 and 1945 hours, which were examined by the team, can be safely identified as being discharged by either low velocity caliber and or artisanal stroke 12 gauge firearms. Artisanal firearms are locally fabricated weapons. What is, however, certain, the report continued, is that at the military personnel deliberately fired military-grade live ammunition directly at the protesters, there have been significantly more fatalities and catastrophic injuries recorded. This was clearly not the case. End of quote. The same panel that said it deemed as credible the evidence of the forensic pathologist, Professor John Obafua, that only 3 of the bodies on which post-mortem were conducted were from Lekki and only 1 had gunshot injury, went on to contradict itself by saying 9 persons died of gunshot wounds at Lekki. 3. The man whose evidence that he counted 11 bodies in a military van where he was left for dead before he escaped was found to be crucial by the panel. He never testified in person. Rather, the video of his testimony in court was played by someone else. It did not occur to the panel to query the veracity of the testimony of a man who said he was shot and presumed dead, but still had time to count dead bodies inside a supposedly dark van at night. 4. The panel said trucks with brushes underneath were brought to the Lekki toll gate in the morning of October 21, 2020 to clean up bloodstains and other evidence, but still found bullet casings at the same site when it visited it on October 30, 2020. The panel said soldiers picked up bullet casings from Lekki toll gate on the night of October 2020, yet the same panel claimed that policemen came to the same spot to pick the same bullet casings on October 21st, 2020. 5. The panel was silent on the family members of those reportedly killed, merely insinuating they were afraid to testify. Evil goats have owners who will look for them if they do not return home. Not to talk of human beings. Where are the family members of those who were reportedly killed at The panel is recommending compensation for the families. What are their identities and addresses? Who will receive the compensations when no family members have shown up to date? 6. How did the man who reported seeing the lifeless body of his brother himself end up being on the list of the panel's deceased?
Permit me to quote the Honorable Minister here. I would bring him back again, saying that, considering, how sensitive this particular matter is, I found a bit somehow expecting that people who have proofs, people who have evidences should come out to say that this is what happened, when the likes of DJ, what's her name now, is still, on the run for her life because she was being haunted, because she said she did a live video, at that place. And in this, just recently, in the last few days, at least, I've seen one lady who had been attacked because she came to testify to the panel, and we also have seen another lady who went to check the lady that was attacked, and by the time she got back, she saw an inscription on of the paper, with her picture and her head blotted out, saying that they are coming for her. You understand? And so I feel that this matter is a bit too sensitive for us to be asking that the people who lost people should come out, as it were. The fact remains that people died. And for me personally, this is serious matters, and we're just looking at it. I think we should just deal with the issue on ground and sort it out without trying to defend anything or use any form of grammar the deed has been done. There is nothing that we want to do or say now. No amount of grammar. No, nobody is fighting anybody. Nobody is fighting anybody. I mean, the people that have died. The people, so nobody is fighting anybody. I think what is the needful now is to do the necessary compensations. Now saying by the Honorable Minister that who are the people going to collect this? Yes, we will have people who will come and collect. Just let's wait till then. I'm sure we will have people who will come out to collect. But I feel, Honorable Minister, that people are afraid. People are afraid. Nobody wants to come out, even when you have lost somebody. Even when you have lost somebody. I think the sensitivity of this matter has to be put into serious consideration before jumping into conclusion as to why some people did not come out to testify in person and all of that. You may continue, Honorable Minister.
7. How can judicial panel convince anyone that the names of some casualties of the Lekki toll gate toll gate incident listed as numbers 3, Jide, 42, Tola, and 43, Wisdom, are not the petition's names. They have no surnames, and yet they were confirmed dead. 8. Why did the judicial panel feel compelled to concoct a massacre in context as a euphemism for massacre? A massacre is a massacre. What is a massacre in context? Phantom massacre. That's what it is. 9. The report never mentioned cases of police personnel and soldiers who were brutally murdered, or the massive destruction of police stations, vehicles, etc. during the Endsar protests. Does this mean that the panel didn't consider policemen and soldiers as human beings? 10. The report didn't make any recommendation on the innocent people whose businesses were attacked and destroyed during the protest in Lagos. I think it was too busy looking for evidence to support its conclusion of massacre in context. It is clear from the ongoing that the report of the panel in circulation cannot be relied upon because its authenticity is in doubt. Besides, the Lagos State government being the competent authority.
But should we say in any way that the federal government is trying to defend this, or you know, it sounds defensive to me. No, it's open. We can just drop our comments, but as much as possible, make your comments civil. This is not a platform where you abuse any government official or anybody. No, you're not supposed to abuse anybody. Just drop. You can be as civil as possible, please. Are we trying to defend, you know, this whole situation? I appreciate the fact that the Honorable Minister is mentioning the fact that compensations were not mentioned for people whose businesses were destroyed. That's true. And also, there were police officers who died. And I think that those were very huge omissions because, just like he said, it's almost going to make it look as if that a panel is only tilted to the side of the people or the youths who were actually out there. And so let's hear what let's hear the remaining part of this of the Honorable Minister's speech.
Has yet to release any official report to the public. Neither has the panel done so. The cowardly leakage of an unsigned report to the public is not enough. Assuming, without conceding, that the report in circulation bears any iota of genuineness, it is basic knowledge that the report of such a panel is of no force until the convened authority issues a white paper and is therefore too premature for any person or entity to seek to castigate the federal government and its agencies or officials based on such unofficial and unvalidated report. The CNN has been celebrating the leaked report of the Lagos State Judicial Panel of Inquiry. In its rush to claim vindication, CNN apparently didn't even read the report before rolling out the drops celebration. By that action, CNN has celebrated prematurely and has now committed a double faux pas. First, by relying on unverified social media stories and videos to carry out an investigation of the October 20th, 2020 incident at Lekki, where it did not have a correspondent on ground as the first faux pas. CNN cooked in its report on the findings of the panel, which fell below the main standards of journalism. Secondly, CNN rushed to the air to celebrate an unsigned and unverified report that is riddled with inconsistencies, errors, discrepancies, and innuendos. That is the double faux pas by this organization that is eager and willing to compromise standards just to claim vindication. Sadly, a section of the Nigerian media has also joined the lynch mob. Honestly, an attempt to verify government at all costs, they have done themselves a great disservice. How can any news organization worth its salt write an editorial validating this kind of report? Are they not seeing what others, including journalists and lawyers, are seeing? In a shocking twist, a Nigerian newspaper chose to hail what it calls detailed investigation report by the news channel did not even cover the incident of October 20th, 2020. It is the classic case of cutting your nose to spite your face. Conclusions. Gentlemen, there's absolutely nothing in the report that is circulating to make us change our stand that there was no massacre at Lekki on October 2020. I repeat, there is absolutely nothing in the report that is circulating to make us change our stand that there was no massacre at the Lekki toll gate on October 20th, 2020. For us to change our stand, a well-investigated report of the incident that meets all required standards and will withstand every scrutiny must be produced and presented to the public. The report in circulation does not meet those requirements. We also appeal to the families of those allegedly killed in Lekki toll gate to speak out and come forward. It's untenable to say that some families did not come out because they are afraid. With the same families that are afraid and did not come out to be collective, we will bribe for them to come and collect compensation on behalf of their words they would not even come out to testify for. Any parent who is afraid to testify about the death of his or her child is not worthy to be called a parent. We reject the notion that our soldiers and policemen massacred innocent Nigerians at the Lekki toll gate on October 20th, 2020. That conclusion is not supported by the weight of available evidence. Indictment for murder is a very serious issue that cannot be done on the basis of allegations and corroborations, as the panel did. Such allegations must be proved beyond reasonable doubt. The report in circulation is circulated to embarrass the federal government and its agencies without full proven evidence. The federal government has never condoned the abuse of the rights of Nigerians by security agencies under any guise. Hence, it disbanded SARS and encouraged states to set up the panels to investigate reports of human rights abuses allegedly committed by the disbanded SARS personnel. 37 policemen and 6 soldiers who died across the country during the Endsar protests are also Nigerians, and they are human beings and should not be forgotten. Those who have engaged in premature celebration of the report in circulation should now go back and read it thoroughly and tell Nigerians whether they can pass any serious scrutiny. We are saddened that anyone died at all during the Endsar protest as the life of every Nigerian, and indeed every human is circumcised. As we have disclosed many times, 57 civilians, 37 policemen, and 6 soldiers were killed across the country during the protest, and we commiserate with their families. Gentlemen, I thank you for your kind attention. I will now take a couple of questions.
That is it from the Minister of Information, and we heard. That's it. We heard everything that he said, everything he said regarding the reports that he that was given, that was brought to the table by the panel that was set up by the Lagos State government, and he's saying that they have not changed their ground. Like I said earlier on, he pointed out that the soldiers and policemen who yes, truly, they are also human beings who actually paid the supreme price, died in the course of that protest. Were not mentioned in the report, and compensations were not mentioned for them. He also made a very sensitive statement there that if parents actually did love or lose loved ones, lost a child or children, and he's saying they cannot come out for the sake of fair and all of that. That should can such persons be called a true parent? But then, like I said earlier on, we must be very careful in looking at this whole matter. And in the course of our defense, may we not, be tilting to one side. Like I said earlier on, I think we should be more concerned about the truth of what really happened. And there were videos that circulated. There are videos that circulated. I don't just keep those, documentaries, because of the sensitivity of such matters. I saw videos of people being shot. I saw videos of people shooting, on the street. People in police uniform being, shooting on the street. I saw a young man who was hit. I saw somebody, different videos that circulated. It has happened. It has happened. It's over 1 year now. I think whoever lost a child during that time now would have gotten over it. Yes, a loss is a loss. Would have gotten over it. But the truth remains, whatever happened, happened. And I think we should just deal with this matter sorrowfully, soberly, instead of making, it look like, oh, whatever happened, yes, look at the statement, look at the concluding part of the statement, saying that, we are saddened by the death of this and that, but then try to defend what happened or what did not happen. Yes, I also see some sense in the fact that some things were not covered in that report, but that certain things did not happen and that they were just brought onto book. If for me, I would say that the omissions in that there are more omissions in that report than these errors, than the errors that have been pointed out, saying that why did the person not come out? Why did they send this video or an audio testimony of somebody or all of that? You know what I'm talking about. But I think there are more omissions. For instance, the number of police that died, the number of these that died. Well, there's going to be a paperwork done on that by a panel, that the other panel that has been set up, giving them 2 weeks by the Lagos State governor to see, what the result is. Then we would know what is, going to happen. But then why are we so concerned about what CNN, said, or why they are, why they celebrated, or, what have you? Well, it's okay, but then we should not pay too much attention to what we are looking at CNN as if CNN is one nation. We are not fighting. It's not supposed to be a fight. It's not supposed to be a quarrel. If there are errors, then there are errors. If there are needs for correction, then there is a need for correction. Well, thank you very much for your time. This is still Serious Matters on ONIF TV. I'd like you to watch again and again. Please do share this video with others. And of course, drop your comments and make them as civil as possible. Thank you very, very much for watching. God bless you. And see you again next time. My name remains Olukunle Abraham. Bye-bye.